Hi everyone, my name is Tori. This is Novel Life. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my May TBR, where my TBR jar picks my books for May. I really love using my TBR jar. It's adorable. It has Tori's TBR on it. It was gifted to me. It has pink cowboy boots and disco balls, and it's just so adorable. I love this. It is filled with prompts. I filled this up before April, when I did my April TBR, so it is still packed full with stuff, but I always talk about my book club books before I pick my prompts. So we're just gonna dive right in because one, I have no idea what I want to read in May. My mood reading has been kind of like all over the place. I've been loving fantasy romance, and then I just read a historical fiction that was also really good, but I'm also in the mood for like a dark gothic fantasy, dark gothic like contemporary romance. Yeah, I'm just all over the place with everything. So literally I'm gonna let the prompts guide me to what I think are going to be some really good books. So my book club picks. My first one is my Leave It to the Pros book club that I run with Christy from Christy Reads a Lot. We kind of change things up on our live show. So usually we pick the book before our live show so we know going in and stuff like that. But someone, I think it was Christy, she mentioned Kristen Hanna's Winter Garden. And this is to read and listen in Kindle Unlimited. So most of the books that we pick, they're available through the library. You can place holds on the audiobook or ebook, but we wanted to do a backlist book for May because we did a new release for April, and we always switch it up every month. But The Winter Garden has been one of the books on Christy's TBR through like all of Kristen Hanna's backlist that she wanted to read. And I said, you know what? Why not? I haven't read a lot of Kristen Hanna books. I've read The Women, and I think that's it. I do hope to maybe read another book in May. We'll see if my TBR jars prompt pick. I can pick that. If not, it'll go in a vlog or something like that. But yeah, we're going to read The Winter Garden. I don't know anything about this other than I think it's set in World War I or World War... No, I think it's World War II, and it's set in Poland. And I think there's two sisters or it's surrounding a family. So I really hope that you guys can join us to read Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. I know she is such a beloved author, but I really think it's going to be a really good conversation because I think her books are absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to read this one. I don't have a date for the live show yet. I will put it in the description box below, but it'll be on Christy's channel later in May. That's usually when we have them. So I'm very excited. I love our historical fiction book club. And yeah, I can't wait to read this one. Now over on my Patreon, for my top two tiers, the Supportive Sunflowers and the Adoring Asters, we have a buddy read every single month. So I always ask them before I do a poll now, I'll ask them drop any type of book, any title, genre, subgenre, whatever that you guys want to read. And I put all of the options in a poll and I let everyone choose as many books as they want. And the one that won is actually a new release, and it is Rewind It Back by Liz Tom 40. So this one actually comes out May 20th. I do have my new releases like page from my reading journal right here because there's a lot of new releases I definitely want to read. But Rewind It Back comes out on the 20th, and we usually have our live show later in May, so it might be like really like the last day of May. But I cannot wait for this one. I don't know anything other than I think we've met the hero in a previous book by Liz Tom 40. I've read her whole Windy City series and I love all of the books. My favorite is still Caught Up, but who knows, this one might take the cake and, you know, take the top spot for that one. But you guys can join my Patreon. I always have a 7-day free trial if you want to join and check it out, but I will be reading that with them, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I mean, I always love chatting with them too, but I'm very excited for this book. Okay, that is my two book club books that I have. Let's go ahead and pick a prompt. I'm very excited, but I also get very nervous because I don't know what the hell I'm going to pick, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, the last book you added to your TBR. Well, technically, I bought some books from a Polycon. The last book I technically added to my TBR. Okay, I'm being very technical here because it's actually perfect. Okay, so technically, I've had this physical book since January, okay? Blood Over Brighthaven. But I just bought the ebook for $1.99, so it's added to my TBR. It's unread. It's literally the last book I added to my TBR. So I'm gonna read this one. This is also a 5-star prediction that I have for myself. I always do a video over my Patreon every quarter, and this is one that I was like, I'm going to read it in this quarter in Q2 of 2025, and I have a feeling it's going to be a 5-star read. So this is by Emma Wang, if I didn't say. It is a magic dark fantasy, not romantasy, which I'm totally fine with, but oh my god, I cannot wait to read this because The Sword of Kaigen was literally one of my all-time favorite books. of the year. So I'm very excited for this one. Very excited. Okay. Last book added to my TBR. Okay, let's pick like 3 more or something like that. A purple book. A purple book. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. So I have my new releases here because there are so many that I want to read. And I want to make sure that I incorporate those into my TBR so I don't feel overwhelmed. But you guys know, Kennedy Ryan is literally one of my all-time favorite authors. Like, her books just mean so much to me, all of them. And she is such a powerful writer. And Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan comes out on the 13th. So you bet I will be at the bookstore buying a physical copy of this book because 1, I love her so much, and 2, I cannot wait for this book because Hendrix is of the friend group of this series. She is like childless on purpose. Like, she does not want children. Like, you know, some women just don't want children, and I'm one of those people. So I want to see like her mind and see if like her mind changes or like what her reasonings are. So that's all I know. Kennedy Ryan gets me with her emotional books, but this one, yes, a purple book. It is gorgeous purple. Perfect. Okay. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and pick this one. A book with a flower on the cover. Can you see that? Ooh, you know what? Let me see. I want to see if I have, before I look at my physical books, I want to see. Okay, I don't think this book, I was looking at Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. And no, it doesn't have flowers. It has like spray paint. So Releasing 10 comes out, if I didn't say, the 27th, and you guys know I'll be reading that ASAP. Chloe Walsh is one of my all-time favorite authors. I'm not mentally and emotionally prepared, but I will be. I will be sad for that book. Okay, a flower on the cover. Let's see, The Knight and the Moth by Rachel Gillick. Does that have flowers on the cover? It does! It has a flower in her hair. Flowers on the cover. The Knight and the Moth by Rachel Gillick. I loved the Shepherd King duet by Rachel Gillick. I read that in 2024. Absolutely obsessed with the gothic vibes of that book. I don't know anything about this book. I love to go into a lot of books blind, so I apologize if I'm not telling you what these books are about. But this has been just a anticipated release for me since she announced this book. This is also a 5-star prediction, but I didn't put in a video, but I have a feeling this is going to be a 5-star read for me. So I will definitely be reading this sometime, but in May for sure, because it comes out on the 20th. If you want to see a new releases video, like vlog, let me know. Let me know in the comments, because I would love your opinion on that. But yes, a book with the flower on the cover, The Knight and the Moth. Okay. Now let's see if I can get down my physical TBR with like 1 or 2 more of these prompts. Okay. Your husband picks a book. Your husband picks a book. Okay. I need to text Brandon. Let me call him. He's downstairs with the dogs. Hang on. Okay. Husband picks my book. He came up here. He was feeding the dogs. Okay. What book? Pick any book on my shelf. Anyway.
The one at the very tippy top.
No, I've read those. You have to pick one and I tell you because they're all mixed in. So I have all of these. If you just want to point to one, I'll get it for you. He doesn't want to be on camera. So, the yellow? This one? Is that what you meant? Where do you mean this?
No.
That one? Okay, he picked this one. Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen, which I actually have this arc. This was actually one of Jess's favorite books for 2024, I think. And I know I can get the audiobook because she had 2 copies. She had an arc and then she had like a finished copy. So she passed this one on to me. So he picked Curvy Girl Summer because it had the yellow spine. So he saw in that one. So yeah, this I feel like is like a perfect summer read. So Curvy Girl Summer. Look at that. Good job, husband. Good job. Okay, let's do one more to close out this TBR. Okay. A mafia book. I just finished King of Envy and I morally gray all the way. Oh my god, he is morally gray all the way. Okay, what kind of mafia book can I read? Okay, wait. So Neva Altaj is an author that I've bought a lot of her books on audio because they're always on sale. So yeah, I have books 3, 4, 5, but I think I've read books 3. So let me go see if it'll be book 4. Yeah, I read book 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm on book 4, which is Ruined Secrets, and I'm pretty sure this is a mafia book, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, dark romance, mafia romance. Okay, so it says Isabella. I've wanted him most of my life, since the day he saved me from drowning when I was a kid. But he never noticed me, never given me a second thought. To him, I'm just a child, and now he's ordered to marry me? Okay, I'm very excited for this. So the audiobook I do have is Ruin Secrets. It's only 7.5 hours. Her books are relatively short. So that is a Mafia book. Okay, let's go through all the ones really quickly before I forget. So my 2 book club picks, Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna and Rewind It Back by Liz Tom40. I'm very excited. I have the last book you added to your TBR, which is Blood Over Brighthaven, which I'm very excited for. The next one I have is a purple book, which is That Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. Very excited for that one. We have a book with a flower on the cover, The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Can't wait for that one. Your husband picks a book, which he picked Curvy Girl Summer. I'm very excited for that one. And the last one is a Mafia book, and that is going to be Ruin Secrets by Nivelle Taj. So that is my May TBR. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. The TBR jar leads me to literally wherever. I have so many just like contemporary romances, fantasy romances on my TBR for May, and I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait for them. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far and you want to let me know, leave me a flower emoji, since one of the prompts was a flower on the cover. So leave me a flower in the comments down below if you've made it this far and you want to let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content for me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.